was a bad time in my life. I was doing a lot of drugs, a lot of coke. I was, strung out, all this stuff. We do this sketch called Babe Watch. My call time is 4 a.m. We're shooting it on location in Malibu, way out in Malibu. So they get us a little motel to stay at while we're out there.
Right.
I get there 4 a.m. They put 3 hours of pig prosthetics on me. Pig snout, 6 teats that are each going to have a bikini top. Ears, everything. I look like a disgusting pig.
And way too much effort going into it.
Right, I'm like the David Hasselhoff. I'm the lifeguard.
Right.
And the makeup was amazing because I looked like a pig.
Right.
So then we go to eat breakfast. And I'm eating, and I catch, in my little trailer they give you, and I catch a glimpse of me eating, a pig eating. Like, literally, I'm a pig.
Right.
And I'm like, this is not why I signed up for show business.
Right.
So I got really upset. I called my coke dealer. And I told him where I was. And I said, I go, where can I meet you? You can't come to the set. He goes, well, can you get away? And I said, yeah. So I said, I'll meet you.
And you're in your pig costume.
Listen to this. So I go, there's right on the Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu, there's this little restaurant. There's a parking lot.
Right.
He goes, can you get there? I go, without question, I need the coke, otherwise I'm going to drown myself in the Pacific Ocean.
Right.
You can hoof it.
So now I'm the star of this sketch. I'm the lead.
Right.
So it's the assistant director's jobs to make sure they wrangle the cast. But it takes so long to light stuff. During a lighting thing, I snuck to my car in the full pig outfit, the teats, everything, get in the car, and just speed away. So now I notice the assistant directors see me like, oh, where you going? Where you going?
But there's a pig head in the window.
I'm a pig. I look like a pig. If you were next to me in the car, you'd say that's a pig driving. So I do like 90 to this restaurant. Now I'm waiting in the parking lot for this dealer. It was this Rastafarian guy. And I'm sitting there all antsy. He finally shows up. It was like seeing Jesus Christ.
Right.
I didn't have any cash on me, so of course, being the nice drug dealer that he was, he put it on my account.
Right. Can you do that?
I mean, I'm on a TV show. He knows I'm good for it.
Right.
And at the time, I was a good customer. He gives me this blow. So now,
the pig didn't have his wallet with him.
I go back.
How much blow do you have?
I go back to the car. I bought an 8-ball from him.
Okay.
Whatever that is.
I go back to the car, and I'm in the parking lot. I look around, and I actually had straws in my back seat that were cut.
Well, you're a cocaine addict.
Right. So I took a straw. I look around. Now, I try to do the coke.
Is that why you love straws so much?
Yeah, maybe. I try to do the coke, but I can't get the coke through the pig snout.
Right.
I can't get the straw through the pig snout. So now I'm in the piece. I'm digging a hole through this like expensive prosthetic job.
Right.
I dig a hole through the pig snout, and I do a blast. I do one line through the pig snout.
Right.
So now I get a little high, and I'm feeling better. So now I decide that I'm going to just sit in a restaurant and like order something, like a water and a coffee. Huh. So I sit in a restaurant, I order food, full pig outfit, the whole thing.
Are people staring at you?
I get a cup of coffee, and I say I'm an actor working on some, L.A., they bought it.
Right.
So now I'm antsy, I need more blow. So I go back to the car, do another blast of coke. I say, now I got to go back to the set. So I get to,
remember the shoot?
I've been gone an hour.
Right. Oh, they must have wanted to kill you.
I get to the red light, I make a left, I go up the Pacific Coast Highway. Now, I hit a little traffic at a light, because I was about 20 minutes up the highway.
Right.
At a light, I decide I need another hit. So I do like a key hit, they used to call it. You put a little bit on the end of a key.
Right.
So I put a little bit on the end of a key.
With your pig snout.
I look over, there's a woman in a Lamborghini. Like a hot chick, and she looked over and she must have thought she was on an acid trip. She goes, that's a pig doing cocaine. I just wanted to kill myself. I thought of like my mother holding me in her arms in the hospital. My son. This is my son.
Do you get back to the set?
So listen. I don't even care. I'm just doing coke at the red light. Now I put a little more on the key, but the light changes. So now I got to move. So I'm driving, and I'm trying not to spill the coke on the key. So as I'm driving, I'm going in and out of lanes, and I do the coke, and I almost cut a woman off. And
it's a big mess.
It was a bit of a mess. And it's also 10 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Get back to the set. I shoved the coke in, like, they give me a bathing suit to wear as a lifeguard. I shoved the coke in, like, the lining of it. everyone wants to kill me.
Right.
They want to kill me. Like one of my best buddies, this kid David Herman, amazingly talented actor, he's my best friend on the show, came up to me and he was like, Artie, you almost got this assistant director fired. Blah. He was screaming at me.
Yeah, I love you. Screw up and you're gonna get him fired.
And I was no. And I was like, F you. I gave him the finger, which is like my best friend. He didn't talk to me for 2 weeks.
Right.
I go back in the in my little Winnebago thing, and I'm just doing coke. I got through. It was one of those times where cocaine got me through the day.
Right.
But in the little thing, like every time I went to do coke, out of the corner of my eye, I just see a pig doing coke. It's like, and I'm a pig, and in my head, I'm going, I'm a pig, and I'm a coke addict, and I'm a pig, and it's not even like a symbol. It's like I'm really a pig. I've turned into a pig. Yeah.
You're a pig who eats and does coke.
The sketches, they all play like hot lifeguards. The rest of the cast,
yeah.
Right.
And the sketches, like from that movie, I had to listen.
Babe, yeah.
Listen to this. To get the Babe voice down, what they used to do at Mad TV when you had to do an impression, they would give you a Walkman of the movie.
Right.
And you listened over and over again. I remember the kid David Herman had to do Pauly Shore once. He almost quit because he listened to Pauly Shore for a week. He almost went crazy. He was walking around the set one day, like with the headsets on, trying to get the impression down, and you're just going, "What's up, buddy? F this, I quit. I can't do it."
It's too stupid.
And then he did the most amazing impression of him. So I'm listening to the movie Babe.
Right.
Coked up.
Yeah.
And trying to get the voice down. So I'm walking up, pacing around the beach, like all coked up, going, I'm Babe, I'm a pig, I'm Babe, I'm a pig, I'm Babe. Because that was my line. I'm going, I'm Babe.
And you're high.
Hey, I'm Babe, I'm Babe. And then they give me a bunch of chicken I gotta eat, like a pig, and shove the chicken in my mouth. And I'm going, I'm Babe, guys, I like you, I'm Babe. The rest of the cast just keeps going, you're a pig, you're a disgusting pig. That's the line in the effing sketch.
Right.
So, it was like the most surreal day of my life.
Right.
So it ends. They ripped the prosthetics off me. In the makeup chair, the woman was scared. My knee was moving like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Right.
Okay, because the time she had to rip the prosthetics off me, I couldn't do coke.
Right.
So I made her stop like 20 times so I could go do coke. I said, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom.
By the way, Bob, you're doing a great job. Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
I said,
That's a great reveal.
I said, I gotta go to the bathroom again. I gotta go to the bathroom again. And she ripped the nose off me, and then it was easier, and I went back. So now everyone hates my guts.
Right.
Okay. I get back to the motel, and it's a little awful. Gary, you saw the motel.
Yeah, it's a tiny little place.
Tiny little dive. I finally fall asleep at like 4 a.m., and I got to wake up at 5 a.m.
Right.
I must have slept for an hour, but because I had so much badness in me, coke and everything, I wake up at 5 a.m., get a wake-up call. And it was like, I can only describe it. It was like that scene in The Godfather when the guy has the horse's head and there's blood all over it, and he just keeps going, ah! I wake
Were you
up,
naked with sleeping in the bed?
I fell asleep with just like jockey underwear on. It must have just fell out of me. I must have lost my whatever. I must have lost control. So I wake up. There's like it's on my arm. It's like and I'm going because I must have rolled around in it.
Yeah, right.
Like a pig would do.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly what a pig would do.
Pig on coke.
So I go like I'm going like what is it? Because at first I really did think it was blood. I go
Did you think also that maybe someone had done this to you out of anger?
Yeah, I was very paranoid, obviously, at the time. I get up, and it's all over me, and it's all over the bed, and I had rolled in it, and it was just like, it was a mess.
And you smelled, and
I realized, okay, I know what it is now. So I don't know.
Did it ever happen to you before?
No, never.
Never.
And not since, thank the Lord.
You lost control.
Right.
Right.
I did. Yeah,
A lot of coke addicts.
Everyone's got a story like
Yeah, I've heard this happen before.
No, they don't.
So now I'm going to be late, and I know, it's one of those days where you wake up. It was like what happened to me in Vegas when I woke up the next day and Dana told me about the blackout. I'm going, okay, who hates my guts? Who wants to kill me?
Right.
Like I got to do all this damage control, and now I wake up all by myself in this little dark motel in Malibu, and I realize everyone I'm about to work with. I had another 15-hour day ahead of me, and 3 hours of makeup. Wants to kill me.
Right.
So the depression was insane. I don't know what to do. Somehow my head got me into the shower. I took a steaming hot shower.
Right.
Like I was scorching.
Scrubbing yourself.
Scorching myself with water. I was red. So now I'm late for the set almost. They're knocking on the door. I don't have any time for
And what'd you do in the hotel? You just left everything on the bed?
Listen, I didn't have time for a cleanup. I couldn't tell them, look, I need 20 minutes. They wanted to shoot me. And, they have vans waiting to drive the actors to the set.
Right.
And I was the first guy who had to be there because of all the makeup. I didn't know what to do. I took the awful bedspread and I just threw it over the bed. And left.
And covered it.